Powers of 10 will make you jump, jump. Powers of 10 will make you jump, jump. All right, I know this is review, but we've been struggling with this concept, so I'm going to do a super quick video to remind you of some of the different types of problems you're going to see, and then you're going to do a bunch in a picture reveal. I am giving you a lot of tips and hints for the picture reveal so you can be successful, especially in how to type in your final answer. So what you need to remember is MR like a mister. So the two things that are important is obviously, or I guess the three things that are important is we have your starting number, and I highly recommend you grab some scrap paper and you're going to rewrite your starting number. That decimal point is going to be the thing that jumps, and so it's going to move. So we're going to X out the original one. The operation is going to tell us what direction we're going to jump. MR like a mister, multiply goes to the right. So we are going to jump to the right, and then the number of zeros in our power of 10 will tell you how many jumps. So we're going to jump to the right over one digit. Well, the digit that I'm going to jump over, sometimes it's helpful to underline them so you can see which one you're going to jump over, is we're going to jump over the 5 and land on the other side. So I'm going to jump this decimal point over onto the other side of the 5. And it is important to know how to type in your final answer. So when I look at this, I no longer have a decimal point between the 6 and the 5. It's now between the 5 and the 3. So my final answer that I would type in would be 6.5 or 65 3/10. Let's look at this one. Powers of 10 will make you jump, jump. So I'm going to start with 567 2/10. That decimal point is going to move. The division symbol, it's not multiplication, it's the opposite. So instead of going to the right, we're going to go to the left. And little e is a 2 that tells us how many zeros we have. So we're going to jump over 2 digits to the left. That means we're going to jump over the 7 and we're going to jump over the 6. And then I'm going to land on the other side. So that would be 1 jump and 2 jumps. And I land right between the 5 and the 6, which means my final answer would be 5.672. And I'm going to type this as my final answer into the computer if that was the problem. All right, here's another example. We're going to start with 8 7/10. That decimal point won't be there. This problem can get tricky, so pay attention. That division symbol, remember MR like a mister, division then is going to go to the left, and we're going to jump 3 digits. We're going to jump over 3 digits. Well, when I look to the left, I only have 1 digit to jump over. I need to create 2 more digits. Well, we know what we're going to do is we're going to annex some zeros. So now I have the 3 digits I need to jump over, and I'm going to now jump 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to land here. When I look at my final answer, it says 0.0087. We may end up with 4 digits in the Thuniverse, but you know that I like a 0 as my whole number if it's empty. So this would be what you would type as your final answer. Here's another one. We are starting with 4 295 thousandths. We're going to move that decimal point. We are going to end up jumping over to the right, MR like a mister, and we're going to go 3 jumps because there's 3 zeros in the power of 10, 1,000. So that means we're going to jump over the 2, the 9, and the 5 and land on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and land. This is important for your assignment because what I end up with is 4295 decimal. Now, in this situation, that is not what I'm going to type in as my final answer. When I look at that number, it says 4,295, which means if I'm going to write 4,295, I'm going to do it with a comma and without that unnecessary decimal point. I think this is the last one, which may mean there's one more. We've got 1 2/10. That guy is going to move. We're going to go to the right, MR like a mister, over 2 digits because there's 2 zeros. I only have 1 digit to jump over, so I only need to annex 1 0. Now I have the 2 digits that I need to jump over, 1, 2, and I'm going to land over here. I get a final answer of 120 decimal. Now when I look at that, it just says 120. Which means when I write my final answer, that decimal point will not be included. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Go try the rest. Scrap paper. Email me if you have any questions. You got this. Except I don't got this. How do I turn this off? Let's figure this out.